Shamar, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. We're the brothers of Great Millstone, Miami. And, as the title of the lesson says, our testimony on Yawakal, who you see on the screen, NonStop on your block, 777. Okay. Just to put it out there plainly for you new believers in the faith that's watching, and you're hearing the controversy that's happening, and you may be siding with this guy. You may have some sense of sympathy for him. You might admire him as we did, as many brothers have because of his, work ethic, and doing the work and everything like that. He has a very compelling personality. So we understand how that can get, you may very well be deceived by this individual. Okay. But we're here to let you know that this man right here is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. And we're not saying it out of malice, out of strife, or even out of holding grudges or trying to get our lick back. No, this is a crazy, demonically possessed demon.
Right.
Okay. All right. And he tries to play the role of being cool one moment and gaining your trust. And then once he gains that trust, he'll bug out and do something extremely malicious to break it, and have you all messed up in the mind thinking that you're in the wrong when it's really him.
Right.
Okay. So, with all that being said, watch out for this nigga and stay the hell away from him.
Right.
Okay. Stop you people on the comment board, taking his side and commended him, talking about he might be one of the 12 and he's a man of the Lord. Shut that bullshit up. Shut up. Because you didn't have the interactions that we did with this man. A lot of y'all don't know what's going on. And I remember the second time that he was down here, the old heads of the state, Karatazar and some of them other niggas that left, okay, even they themselves, because we had a council after the situation with this nigga that we dealt with the second time he came down to Miami. We had a council about him. And even those wicked niggas, Karatazar and them, that are no longer in Great Millstone, warned myself and the other heads of the camp who used to be part of the camp at the time about this nigga. So he has a track record going back even before we even met him.
Right. Okay.
And the brothers from San Fran can attest to that. Okay. The brothers from Dallas can attest to that. The brother Gabar War from New York, New York State, he can attest to that. Gabar Howard can attest to that.
Seattle.
Seattle? Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, he was there initially. He started off with them.
Right.
So he has a track record of being a demon.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we're not making this up.
Right. And the scriptures say out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, let every word be established. So those who questioning why these videos coming up is through the spirit and power. How about Yahweh Shai? If you've been watching the Men of Great Millstone, if the spirit is dealing with you, you see how we get down, man. We about truth, about the truth. We don't give a fuck. Nobody got to say the truth is going to come out, and the spirit has this man being exposed right now. So don't out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. You think we finna just make up these things as being said about him?
Right.
So if you're hearing these things, you should hearken and stay away. It's serious. You don't want to be around a person like this. You don't want to be in the vicinity with them.
Right.
Hey, bring out the scripture real quickly. Just to show that, these brothers are not lying, because the scripture talks about, okay,
he just did.
Not lying.
And that was just something that, he just, we want to wild brother, man.
That was a video. See?
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 12. Devise not a lie against thy brother, neither do the like to thy friend. All right? So we understand the scripture very well. So this is an actual testimony from brothers that witnessed this man, okay, change his whole spirit, okay, from with a dark energy, as the blood Ash would say, So this is an actual testimony, but I wanted to bring that out because we know the scriptures. We know we can't be lying against his brother.
Right.
We know that. All right. This is not a lie. All right. You got it.
And like the bishop said, the main reason for this, for us, bringing this out is because, like you said, he's very deceitful, okay? And he will manipulate your mind like he did ours, and if you out there and you want to side with him, we'll change the channel. This is for, like everything else, this is for the hopefully elect, so that the hopefully elect are not swayed by this guy. And that's what this is all about, because he offended us years ago.
Right. This had to be back fucking 2017.
Right.
And even in that situation, he was lying and everything, which we won't get into it, switching up his story and shit, bearing false witness on us and stuff like that, and then claiming that we bearing false witness on him, like
but you weren't supposed to be down here in the first place.
Right. Hey, go ahead, bro.
I got a precept. Because Lloyd had mentioned, you feel me, there's a lot of individuals on the comment board and stuff like that siding with him and saying that he a man of the Lord and stuff like that. Well, this is Sirach 6 and 7, because a lot of these individuals don't know anything about this individual, but yet they're being hasty to credit him. All right, not doing their due diligence of knowing, all right, his background of what he had did or anything. This is Sirach 6 and 7. It says, if thou would get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. All right, and again, man, all right, a lot of these dudes out here are just siding with him, saying he's a great dude or things like that, but they ain't never prove him, bro. They ain't proven to see what his track record is. Why is he not with the camp that he was with before anymore? Why is he not in Great Millstone anymore? They're not asking those type of questions, man. All right, and there's a reason why he's not in Great Millstone anymore. There's a reason why he's not in the San Fran camp anymore, man. Okay, and then and we unfortunately witnessed some of those reasonings why he's not around the body anymore, man.
Right. God. Did y'all have any precepts? Any other precepts? Go ahead.
It's First Timothy chapter 5 and verse 22. All right, it says, lay hands suddenly on no man, you will be partakers of other men's sins, keep thyself pure. So you gotta prove a friend before you take them and stuff like that.
Right.
Because we was just, when we first come in, he was on fire. He was like a world star. Everybody was getting views and stuff. So we like, oh damn, he's a man of the Lord, But then he come around us, he's got a totally different spirit, man. You're not supposed to lay hands on no man's son.
Right. Now I want to get this, and because the scriptures also say try the spirits. You're supposed to do that with anybody. So anybody young coming into this truth, you're supposed to try the spirits anyways and see what the hell going on, because you do have to follow the correct teachers. Now you got to find out who they are. Now, the men of Great Millstone from Apostle Tahar on down, those are the correct teachers. So just as IUIC got on, or you hear how Apostle Tahar and Apostle Bar tell you how Nate was back in the day, some shit in the day, the same shit, man. So now you got younger elders, like the younger elders under the apostles and brothers who now at this point been grown in this truth. We got experiences with this guy, man. So therefore, Romans 16 and 17, now I beseech you, brethren, beseech you, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and avoid them. Because when this man comes around, it's like, this ain't what the scriptures talking about.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. Right, now you gotta deal with demons, and you're a young brother dealing with this shit. The scriptures say avoid them. So that's why this lesson is coming out. That's why the spirit has this going on, because we fell back from the situation. But you about to hear multiple occasions of this shit, man.
Right. Yep. Yeah. So basically, to begin this whole situation, y'all ain't got no more precepts?
I got one, but
I got some.
Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 6. Because in Proverbs 6 and 16, I'm gonna start at 16, because when we get into these accounts, brothers are going to hear certain things being said about the individual, all right, and those attributes that he was showing mirrors this, man. Proverbs 6:16, it says, these 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, which that individual has. All right, a lying tongue, which that individual has. Because, bro, when we get into accounts, bro, you gonna hear some shit, and it's like, what the fuck, you know? All right, it says, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord amongst brethren. All right, which is what that dude was doing, man. He was going around different places, man, and trying to through his demonic possessions, man, trying to turn brothers against each other, man. Bearing false witness, man, which the scriptures tell you you're not supposed to do that against your neighbor, man. You know, but you got it, bro.
I was gonna get that lay hands on No Man Sunny and NLT.
Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I read for you. It's 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 22. Never be in a hurry about appointing a church leader. Do not share in the sins of others. Keep yourself pure.
Yeah, these people, these other dudes, these other Israelites, they see Yawakal and they look at him as a leader. You know what I mean? They like look under and they come up on him. But hey, you're supposed to know who your right teachers are. You got to prove the man's spirit before you just come on and just be with him and teaching him. You got to know that man before you partake in his sentence.
Oh, right, yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
2 John chapter 1 and verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. For he that biddeth him Godspeed is partaker of his evil deeds. So there you go. If somebody is speaking something that's contrary to the doctrine that our apostles and brothers taught us, you're not supposed to basically align yourself with that man.
Right.
Okay, you're not even supposed to pray for that man. You're not even supposed to bless that man because you basically put yourself in that same line of fire that person is in.
Galatians 1 said, "Let them be a curse." So this part, what you bringing out right now, this is what's going on still currently.
Right, him bringing in the other doctrines, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going down memory lane, I guess. When we first met, Yawakal, that had to be back. I want to say back in 2016. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Around that time.
And at the time we had different camp leaders, and they knew that he was coming down, but everybody else in the camp didn't. And of course we held camp. I believe the Tampa brothers came down as well. We held camp. It was a big super camp, a mighty camp, and then camp was over, and we hung out with him after camp. Everything was smooth. Everything was cool. There was no suspicion. There was no suspicious activity. We vibed with him, and he was normal. So that was a very joyous experience for us. I'm saying? We met this elder brother we've been watching for years, and So by the time the second time he comes around, we coming off of the back of our first experience with him. Which was favorable, which was good. It was a great experience. We was freestyling, rapping, and everything. You know what I'm saying? It was no problem. But the second time he came down, that's when things started getting bugged out.
Right.
Okay. He showed up to the camp house that we had at the time, and we saluted him. We did some videos. We was drinking and stuff like that. I want to say it was myself, Yerumia, Jeremiah was there.
No, that was first.
Yeah.
Later on, that's up.
Yeah. So, me and Jeremiah really met him first. We, took him around town, went to Paquitos. We always go to Paquitos and North Miami Beach, go grab some food when brothers come down. Drive back to the crib. Freestyle and everything. He heard, the brothers' beats. It was cool.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? It was awesome, drinking some tequila, vibing out, going through scriptures, Shamar pull up, going through scriptures and everything. And then the day that he came down, I believe it was a Thursday. And you know, so we didn't actually camp with him that weekend. But he came down Thursday, and later that evening we planned to vibe him. We planned to hang out and kick it with him at his Airbnb because he did have an Airbnb in Miami. So, you know, eventually, you know, brothers came through. I believe Vermont came through a little bit.
No, after y'all took Paquitos,
Yeah.
he came back to the crib.
Yeah.
And me and him rode all the way from the crib all the way down there. You know, that's about a 40-something minutes drive.
Yeah.
Having a fucking good time. You know what I'm saying? Excited to see him. We get down there, and Karab meet us there at the Airbnb. So just us three vibing for a while.
Everything vibe, a absolute vibe.
You know? But don't get it twisted. That's the spirit of, you know, brothers in Great Millstone do have with one another. Shoot, if I could go to freaking in London for the first time, brothers probably gonna pick me up in the airport and shit.
Yeah,
brothers see about you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So, you know, later that evening, you know, all the brothers that were able to make it met him at the Airbnb. And he was trying to, you know, call our camp leader to come and hang with him and stuff like that, you know, and it was a little pulling teeth because the camp leader that we did have at the time, he was very difficult to get in contact with, but he was hit because he was a demon too. Right. but eventually, you know, our old camp leader at the time, he came through, and
I think I had to go pick him up.
Right? Yeah, you had to go pick Kamash up, and you know, eventually it was all of us at the Airbnb, myself, Shamar, you know, the old camp head, Ramat, you know, Karab, everybody, Kananat, you know, Jeremiah, Zakaria, Ash, everybody except Samat. And you know, Razan wasn't there and Kalan wasn't there. Other fallout.
Right. Them two niggas.
All right, but for the most part, everybody was there. You know, and you know, so we chilling and you know, we huddling up, you know, exhorting one another and everything. And you know, as that's happening, you know, the brother Jeremiah, you know, he has a seizure.
Nah, so shit happened before that.
Oh, shit happened before that?
Nah, you good? Shit happened before that because I remember we was chilling and you know we was sipping, we was drinking, everybody was having a good time, and then he ended up because I remember I was sitting in that there was like this little standing off couch, like this one single chair, and I was sitting there, and while everybody was chilling, vibing, this guy comes to me and he goes, "Yo, Shamar, yo, I know you be going through shit and you be hurting. Man, these brothers got to step up and help you, bro." I'm looking at him like, bro, because I remember, if brothers remember, around that time, I was going through a situation. You brothers knew about it, but nobody outside of our camp knew about it. All right, and during that time, brothers was actually helping out. We was always here for each other. So it never really made it outside. So when he was saying that, I kind of was looking at him like, the fuck you talk about, bro? We good. You get what I'm saying? You know, if I got anything going on, brothers help me out. And if they got anything going on, we help each other out. You know, it's really no issue there, man. And then he ended up continuing on telling me how you should be the head. You should be the head of Miami. And I'm like, bro, chill. At that point, I was, you know, I'm gonna be real, bro. I was like, what the fuck is going on? All right. And then from there, that's when he you know, he jumped up and then he started calling shit out, man. Or supposedly calling shit out. Talking about, hey man, y'all see the brother Shamar going through shit. Ain't nobody fucking helping him. And I remember this day like it was yesterday because Osh had looked at me. Osh was giving me that look like, man, what the fuck he talking about?
That look like
everybody. And then I know brothers remember I had to like, yo, I had to stop him in the middle of his tracks. And I was like, yo, bro, you can't be doing that, bro. I was like, brothers help each other out. I was like, these brothers right here, I know for a fact they would give me their shirt off their back if it called for it, man. We always
and yet the spirit within brothers was still contrite, right? Like taking heed, like listening, right. You know, this is the elder speaking, this our bro speaking. So we to that point we still like, you know, we locked in, you know, shit, you know, this is what we here for, you know, let's go, you know, let's do it,
Right, and the reason why, because like that's one thing about being a man of the Lord. You can't be a bitch, bro. Like you got to be able to accept rebuke. Whether hey, the scripture speak about what suffering wrongfully.
Yeah.
Now we can't fathom why he would be saying that we're not helping Shamar, but we like okay, we all ears. You know, like talk, let me know so I can be better. You know,
I hear you. So like I hear you, Karab, but the point is that shit was not true, bro.
I know. Right. That's why we like, what the fuck? But now, okay, well, let's hear you out.
Let's do it.
Right. Which again, going back to the precept Shamar brought out, the lying tongue, okay, a lying fucking tongue, him that soweth discord amongst brethren, him that beareth false witness, man. Okay, that's what he was doing, and you know, as the story progresses, and even just his disposition in general, man, that's what he was always doing, trying to pit brothers against each other and murmur and whisper and shit, and trying to incite and you know, cause railing and contention. That's his spirit. You know, he's into that shit. You know. Okay, and you know, you see it even in his old videos with World Star, even when he's out there teaching. That's it. That's how he is. Okay,
he incites. He starts. He a shit starter.
Yeah, he a shit starter. You know. Did you want to say anything more, Shamar?
Yeah, because after that situation, that's when he kind of was like, all right, you know, he ain't really even apologize at that moment for saying shit that was not going on, but he was just like, all right, we're gonna switch the topic. Then that's when he started going around telling brothers that we gotta be able to check each other and brothers can't be bitch ass niggas and shit like that, bro.
Yeah, and by the way, he got in my face, like this close to my face, and said to me, hey, Karab, don't be no bitch ass nigga. And at this point, I was like, hold on, man. What? You know, I'm a man now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I look him right in his eyes and I say, tell me how I'm being a bitch ass nigga. And it's like, instantly, I'll never forget it. It's like that demon that was working in him, it backed off and he just turned away to the side. And that's when I acknowledge, like, some man right. You know, something's going on. You know?
Yeah, let's shoot. Let's continue with the progression of the testimony.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because you had that with Shamar, right? And then what was it soon after? What happened with Yawakal?
Yeah, because that's the point. Because it started off with him doing that shit with me, and then he started calling everybody bitch ass niggas, and that's when you could tell that demon was really activated. Because not too long after that, Sly just fell on the floor, bruh. And Sly was going through a seizure. And I remember, Eric, you know, we was all just like, what the fuck going on? And I remember this shit like it was yesterday because what it was, Award, my little brother. You remember when I used to tell brothers how when he was younger, he would catch seizures here and there. And I would have to, you know, turn him to the side. So I remember when Slide fell on the ground, the first thing I ran to go do is turn Slide on his side. Because I was like, before he swallowed his tongue, put him on the side. And then once we put him on the side, you know, we standing over Slide. We about to start praying for the brother. Then this nigga just start calling everybody bitch ass niggas. He's like, man, you see fucking bitch ass niggas. Y'all see the brother on the floor, nobody helping the brother. You a bitch ass nigga. This, that, and the third. Woo, the bam. And then that's when he wanted to, let's pray for the brother, bro.
Right. He didn't say. He said he was calling brothers bitch ass niggas.
Right. Yeah, he was.
He wasn't saying don't act like when he was calling brothers bitch ass niggas.
Right. Yeah, he told me that after he had called me one. Right. It was like reiterating, hey, Karab, don't be no bitch ass nigga. And at this point, I'm offended. It's like, you can show me how I'm a bitch ass nigga. And I wasn't speaking carnally. I'm just saying, you accusing me of something. Tell me how.
I said, man, you be a bitch ass.
Yeah, you be a bitch ass.
after all that.
Right.
Because I'm like, is this a game being played right now?
That's what we thought at.
Because all right, after that happened with Yawakal and Yawakal fall on the floor, and like brothers trying to give the space and Shamar is taking action, like brothers like right there. He like, y'all ain't helping. Like, what the fuck is we supposed to do? Like, we are helping, we here. We can't just crowd them. You know, then we can't just crowd him, we need oxygen. So he just going on, he's going crazy about brothers, you know? And this lasts until what? This starts at probably like 10 something.
Lasts to like
5 in the morning.
5 in the morning.
The whole episode lasted till 5 in the morning, bro.
Because let it be known that we trying to get down to the bottom with it because, okay, at first this is our elder, and then it's like we're trying to get down to it with a brother. Like, okay, we finna try to, what is going on? Right. He's like, why is, you know, the camp leaders wasn't there at that point. He's like, where they at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Go get him, this is that. He's just fucking going crazy. He's going crazy on fucking everybody. Right. You know, but it started to get real demonic and sinister. Because at that point, Lawyer had sickle cell.
That's a little later.
That's a little later. All right, so all right.
Well, we're
yeah.
What happened was we sitting there chilling, and then all of a sudden, like this, everything up.
After he called us a whole lot of
bitch ass niggas. After he had his seizure or whatever. Yeah, he drinking water. Right. So all of a sudden. He just stand up. Yeah, man. I'm going back to Fort Myers, man. Yeah, I'm an Edomite.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah. Dog just start packing up his shit. I'm an Edomite. We like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? Like, bro, you ain't no Edomite, dog. You like, nah, bro, just fuck off me, man. You fuck off me, I'm a fucking Edomite. And he started actually saying the Lord was going to destroy him, bro.
Yeah. He said, I'm not right. He said, I'm off. Bro, we actually started praying for this man.
Yes.
We got together and formed a circle and started laying hands on him. And as we praying for him, he looking at us saying, nah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yes, he kept saying that shit, bro. He kept saying that shit. It's not gonna work, bro. I remember that.
That's what actually happened, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. Once he said that I'm an Edomite shit, I was like, yeah, fuck everything he said tonight. Fuck everything he said. This thing he didn't say he an Edomite. So
his psyche ain't right.
Yeah, this shit demonic, bro. But you know, it was it happened
because my bad, I don't mean to cut you off because by the time he was doing that, I'm an Edomite and all that shit, Kamash had ended up there. So now this guy, Yawakal, is trying to leave his own Airbnb. I think he had ended up breaking the table in a bottle of tequila, fucking off in that shit, bro. So he's trying to leave his own Airbnb, and what it was, that was when Kamash was like, nah, don't let him leave. Because I remember Conor Knock ended up standing in front of the door and blocking it off, man. All right, and we was trying to calm him down. Kamash was trying to figure out what to do because he didn't know what the fuck was going on or how to handle it, man. He was trying to call Karatazar. Karatazar wasn't answering. He was trying to make different phone calls to try to situate try to figure out how to regulate the situation, man. All right, and brothers remember, it got to a point, I got fed up, man. I'm like, man, I'm finna go home, bro. He like, and then he like, no, ain't nobody leaving. I'm like, bro, this is this man's Airbnb, bro. Where is he gonna go? He's in Miami. This is not his city. We're just here wasting time. We can't get to him. Obviously, he's drunk, bro. Leave him be and let's get the fuck out of here, dog. All right, but long story short, that shit ain't fucking work out. And they come to find out, this man ended up losing his fucking keys, because that's what ended up making us stay till 5 a.m. because we was trying to help him find his fucking rental keys, man, which he left inside the rental, bro. Yeah, off the drink, man.
And also, I give credit where it's due, and just to show how erratic his behavior was, the old head of this camp told, I believe, Ramak and somebody else to go in the kitchen and hide all the knives.
Yep.
That's how serious it was.
We went in there, we hid the knives because this shit was crazy, bro. And we young brothers in this truth. Our current camp leaders weren't camp leaders at that point. We young brothers, you know what I'm saying? And the camp leaders ain't give a fuck. Karatazar ain't fucking available, who was head of Florida at the fucking time. Yeah. This man went off and it taught us a lesson. Like, we had him on a so to speak. Right. This our guy,
Right. Yeah, we had esteem for him.
Yeah, we had an esteem for him, for real, man. Brother, I know Shamar Karab will have relationships with him. Like, we'll be at the gym, you'll be talking to him and shit. He say Shalom.
Well, the first time he came down, he reached out to me on Instagram, and I was the one who linked him in with Kamash and Razan, the old camp heads. But by that time, me and him had to develop the rapport. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So he felt confident enough that he could tell me, and because they, like we said, we couldn't get in contact with the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So he reached out to me, then I linked him up with him, and then he had, remember Shamar? Remember I came to the crib, y'all staying there, you and Ramok, and I was like, well, I got a surprise for y'all.
Yep.
You know, we was elated about that shit, bro. You know, and like you said, the first time was, hey, it's a smash. You know, we had a great time. You know, but then at the second time, man, that was it. Really, more than anything, like we said, it was disappointing.
Yeah.
We were disappointed because like we were seeing them.
Yeah.
And this only the first time, bros. But I want to bring out the precept, Sirach 3:24. It says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion." Sometimes you think that you just some hot shit and you can just go and shit everywhere. And with everything that comes to your mind and your spirit, you just that proud, brother, that everything come to you is the spirit talking to you. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and the evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. You know? So you have your own evil suspicions, anything that just fucking come to your mind, you fucking say. To the point where you offended greatly. But we still on the first part. Did you want to say what he said to you?
Yeah, you know, because like brother said, you know, he was trying to leave, and you know, at that point when we saw how he was acting, we was really trying to be as compassionate as we could. Right. He's, you know, he was a guest in town, and we was hosting him. You know what I'm saying? So we were really trying not to let him leave, and God forbid end up hurting himself out here in Miami, acting crazy. So that's why I was like, okay, let's deal with him. Let's see, calm him down, see what's going on with him. You know, but eventually we just got tired of it, and then we left. You know, and as we leaving, you know, Rob and I are still trying to like pick his brain, like what's, you know, like
because really we sincerely thought this man was having a demonic possession.
Yeah,
we really thought that's why we laid hands on him.
Yeah,
you know, and at this point it's still not adding up. You know,
you know, so Karab and I trying to pick his brains and like, you know, see what's going on with him. And then, you know, he still, mind you, as we leave the Airbnb, he's still cursing brothers the fuck out.
Yeah.
You ass nigga, you this, that, third, yada, yada. And, you know, as I'm trying to talk to him, he tells me, which at the time I was suffering from sickle cell anemia. Okay. You know, I was really suffering from that. And I guess somehow he knew that because I never told him about sickle cell. I never told him. I don't know, maybe your rapport with him that might have came out, you know.
Maybe, but I can't recall.
But I never told him that.
Right.
And so he told me to my face, he said, I hope that shit that you got, that disease that you got, I hope it kills you. You bitch ass nigga. Okay?
And I'm his witness. I saw him do it. And the face he had, it was like he whispered in his ear, I hope that shit kills you.
Shit, we all were there.
Yeah, and I heard it too.
Very small Airbnb room. The Airbnb was basically like a little small studio room.
Yeah. Right, but
like basically this area.
That happened outside. That happened outside, and you know, he said that shit, and I didn't give a fuck. So I just brushed that shit off. Yeah, he got demons on him, and you know, we gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, mind you, again, the whole time we were in the Airbnb, he calling us agents. He calling us bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? We betrayed him. You know.
If I may say,
yeah,
it went from him being an Edomite and him trying to leave, and we, you know, guarding the door. So it switched from that to we all agents and we trying to kill him.
Right.
And the Lord gonna give him the power to kill us.
Right.
When just a minute ago he was an Edomite.
Right. Just a minute ago, bitch ass niggas. Right. Then he's an Edomite.
Right.
Then after all of that, now we agents and we trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give him spiritual power to kill us because we double crossed him type shit.
Right.
And he's asking the brother Jeremiah, oh, you gonna do me like that, Jeremiah? You gonna do me like that?
You remember he got it. You remember he got Kalanak face too, man. Like he was about to do something to Kalanak because Kalanak was blocking the door, man.
Yeah.
He was telling Kalanak, get the fuck out of the way. And Kalanak was just like, yeah, do something. But he ain't ended up doing nothing. But, you know, he was in the brother's face, like, damn near about to fight the brother, man.
You got the right one.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That, bro, hey, the Lord put a heavy spirit on Kalanak because if that would have happened like 3 months prior.
Yeah.
Probably you were dead, Lamar, man.
Knock him out.
That's crazy. Yeah, that that shit would have been over with, bro. Because Connor got a record of knocking niggas out.
But we ain't being carnal or nothing like that.
You know,
Yeah.
But,
I'm saying.
That just goes to show you, though. That just goes to show you when that event happened. We like Lawyer mentioned, we was very concerned as a body because even him and Kanak faced, like you mentioned, 3 months prior, shit would have been different. But at that moment, you could even Kanak was damn near concerned. Like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. I'm not moving at all. You're not gonna leave. You're not gonna go out there and do nothing crazy or idiotic. You're gonna stay right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the spirit was on brothers to really be blameless.
Mhm.
That's why we didn't leave till 5 o'clock to make sure this man is safe. He's saying he's an Edomite. He's saying it's all over with, like some crazy shit. So we trying to block him from going out in Miami because you can't do no crazy shit in Miami, especially where he at. You could get your fuking issue like that, man.
And
You know?
I had to be up at 7 to go to work the next morning.
Right.
I left there at 5, so I didn't
Right.
get home till like 5:45, 6.
Right. So that's the first. Oh, you got it.
I was gonna bring out precept. Ephesians 6. Hey, he had spirits on him. That's what we battled. The Lord had to build us up in the spirit, you know. But Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." The trickery of the devil, man. Basically, he had them spirits on us to make brothers fall out. And I don't believe in the Lord, man.
And niggas did fall out over that.
Right.
Because if
that week.
that week.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that same week. Yeah.
Come on. It was too much on. You know, and that night was a big eye opener. Like, boy, this truth for real, boy. Yeah, you know, shit, you dealing with this.
Right.
I got something. This is Book of Proverbs, chapter 16. I'm gonna start at 27. An ungodly man thinketh up evil, and his lips there is as a burning fire. 28. A forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separated chief friends. Right? And that's what he's trying to do. All right, causing contention, spreading rumors. All right, spreading hate. All right, to try to break brothers up, man. All right, and we're young brothers. You know, I wasn't there, but when the next day, because we were supposed to, you know, have a whole weekend thing.
Right.
I saw brothers' countenance. They looked disappointed. They're like, man, you know, and basically told me what went down. And I was like, damn.
Well,
you know, and the first thing what I said, I was, see, that's why we got to stop that drinking. But and you kept saying, nah, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that.
Right.
And it was.
But that's what it's
It just enhanced his
enhanced it. There you go.
because
Right.
all that drinking, the constant back-to-back drinking.
Right.
Look, man.
I was gonna say this. That's why they call liquor spirits, man. All right, because if you're not right in your spirit, and you go to drinking, bro. That shit is just gonna activate whatever demons are on you, anyways, bro. That's why you be seeing a lot. Like you said something.
No, it's like it, bro.
Okay, come. That's why you see a lot of individuals out there when they get on the drink. If they're not in the truth, they get on the drink. That's when they become this super mighty superhero. They think they can fight everybody. They think they could do all that. It's because those spirits activate on them, man.
Yeah,
and that was what's happening with that dude.
But do you drink and call yourself an Edomite?
Hell nah.
So, all right, this is like the brothers GMS, the elder GMS Hawaii, Gabar, man. Yawakal was a tornado of demons.
The Tasmanian devil.
How you do it? There you go. A tornado of demons. That's what it was. So the next night.
No. Yeah, because you really got to tell them about the council, bro.
Right. So basically, even before I even get to the council that happened, the thing with Yawakal, just based off of like interactions with him and interactions I've heard that brothers have had with him, the thing is that he'll have it in his mind to come amongst brothers, amongst younger brothers, and sow discord. But to hide that that's his intention, he'll start drinking a lot to hide and be so that he can have an excuse to say, oh, the alcohol got the best of me and I don't remember what's going on. But really prior to that, the interaction, that was his whole intention from the jump. The nigga is a demon, period. Okay, to me personally, when I analyze the situation, because it's happened multiple times with him. Seattle got testimonies about him.
Dallas.
San Fran got Dallas, Miami, West Palm, Tampa got testimonies about this nigga, man. Okay, so it's not to me personally, just discerning through the spirit, using my discernment the best I can. It's not the alcohol. He is a intentionally malicious demon.
I got a
And he
precept.
tries to play situations the best they can to hide his malicious intent. Okay, and in this case, and in other cases, he tried to say, oh, you know, the alcohol and things of that nature, when that's not really what it is, man. The nigga's a demon, bro.
Right. Here's on the book of 1 Samuel chapter 24, verse 13.
Because if I could recall that night when he was coming at us the way he was, his speech was not slurred.
No, not at all. That's why we couldn't. We were like, was he drunk? Because you know when you drunk, it's no slur. Like his speech was just like it was when he was sober.
Right. You know, because you know Yawakal has the gift of gab. He's very eloquent, very eloquent. Like he doesn't stumble on his words, very clear. You know, punctuations, everything. Like this nigga's like on point when he speaks. Right. So as the situation is happening, after you know a little bit of drinking or however much drinking brothers was doing, his speech was still clear. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Nah, that room got sober as fuck.
Yeah,
it wasn't. You remember that spirit? It wasn't about no drink or nothing. That shit got sober as fuck. This shit started probably 10 o'clock, even maybe even before, and lasted till 5 o'clock. That room got sober as fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that it was going down. You know, and with all of these testimonies and what happened, what followed, I want to bring out this 1 Samuel chapter 24.
Real quick, it just came to my own. Forget it. And another thing I remember, he kept saying, because we were supposed to go out that night.
Yes, we were. Yep. That was the plan.
Right. And he kept saying, nah, we just gonna keep it in. He said the demons are right outside his door. He kept saying
he did say
that.
He did.
Yep. Well, really, the demon was you.
Right.
Okay, and it is you. Go ahead, bro.
Let me get this precept. 1 Samuel 24 and 13 is King David speaking. It says, as saith the proverb of the ancients, wickedness proceeded from the wicked, but my hand shall not be upon thee. You got a track record of wicked shit and you keep doing it, you wicked.
Yeah.
And brothers need to stay the fuck away from you. Anybody who's sincere about being saved.
Right.
Now, if you want to be a top 10 Israelite and be on the camera and, you know, and for Lucas' sake or whatever, all right. But if you're sincere about being saved, you know, and putting yourself around the men of Yahweh Shem Shai, you need to stand far from him before that piano fall on your head too.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Just straight up. We're not gonna sugarcoat.
Right. So
you know?
So basically, you know, leading up to the council that we actually had to have about this nigga, I want to say that night, if not early morning, you know, as everybody was, you know, going their own ways, trying to get away from that nigga, I called Elder Tazaiwan, and you know, it was that night. He didn't pick up, of course, because it was late. So I called him the next morning, like as soon as I got up, I called him the next morning, and he picked up, and I told the Elder Tazaiwan, because we had met the Elder Tazaiwan prior before, you know, this whole situation happened. You know, I called Elder Tazaiwan, and I told him, I was like, you know, we need counsel on the situation. We need your advice, etc. You know, whenever you have a chance, you know, give us a call and everything like that. And he was like, okay, cool, yeah, you know, come. And so, you know, later that day, more towards the afternoon, you know, I get the news that there's going to be a council held between myself and him, the old camp at the time, which was Kamash, and you know, a couple of brothers from Chicago, Elder Uriah and Elder Yawakal.
Boy wasn't part of it.
Nah, Carruthers, I wasn't a part of it because you already know.
Right.
So
out of sight, out of mind.
So Carruthers, that's a little later. Right. But so we get in the council, we on a conference call and everything like that, and you know, one of the things that's told to myself and to Kamash, which was the old head of the camp, is, you know, during the council is, you know, Yawakal is a little one, and, you know, we heard that y'all said this about him, such as y'all called him an Edomite, and he thinks y'all agents, and, you know, what the band, you know, and so basically hearing both sides of the story. So they let Yawakal give his side of the story, and the nigga lied. Basically, the nigga said, you know, we called him an Edomite, you know, and in his mind, he believed that we were against him. You know, that was the narrative that he believed in his mind. And so, you know, he started, you know, he lost it. He lost control of his emotions, et cetera, you know. And so as I'm hearing him give his testimony, I'm like, wait, what the fuck is he talking about? When did brothers call him an Edomite? What I remember is that he called himself an Edomite, you know? So, you know, at the time I asked the brother Ramak, because I was so fucked up by what I heard. I put the phone on mute and I went to go ask Ramak. I said, Ramak, was there any time he called him Edomite? And Ramak was like, nah.
Hell no.
Because that's not what happened. You know, so the nigga's just lying. He on the council straight up fucking lying, man. Trying to throw brothers under the bus like we really did some type of harm to him or we was attempting to do harm to him or anything like that. That's not what happened, bro. Okay? And then, so, you know, of course, I give my side of the story and I tell the brother, Elder Uriah and Yakia, everything that the brothers are saying now. To the T. Everything that the brothers are saying now, we tell the Elder Uriah, you know, about how the day was cool. We met him, you know, we happy to see him, you know, we thinking this is a man of the Lord. We're gonna have a great time, you know, how we was enjoying ourselves. We went to the Airbnb later that day. We was planning on going out, and then all of a sudden he started bugging out. You know what I'm saying? He putting words in Shamar's mouth, trying to, you know, get everybody looking at Shamar some type of way. Right. All right, you know, the brother Yeremia has a seizure. He trying to get us to condemn our conscience when we're doing the best that we could possibly do. You know what I'm saying? He starts calling himself an Edomite. He calls us bitch ass niggas, trying to get all up in our face. Every brother face, you a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. Every brother face damn near in here, except for maybe Yeremia and Zakaria, you know. You know, he called everybody, oh, you a bitch ass nigga, you a bitch ass nigga, all these things, you know, all these things, and everything that he said to me afterward, and you know, and you know, the conclusion was that Yawakal was lying. Okay, and Elder Uriah knows me very well. You know, the brother Elder Uriah in Chicago, Elder Yakia, I've had a rapport with them going back years, even before I was in the camp. Right. Okay, Elder Uriah and we tight. You know what I'm saying? Like I never lied to him. And he said that he's like, brother lawyer never lies to me. Like I know for a fact that he's telling the truth. And so after I give my side of the story and Kamas gives his side of the story, you know, Yawakal finally admits that, oh, what the brother lawyer is saying is true.
Wow,
he said it in the council, like what the brother lawyer is saying is true. You know, what them brothers saying is true, but you entered into the conversation shooting straight lies.
Movies, bro.
Shooting straight fucking movies, man. And then by the end of the conversation, now that you cornered, because I guess he didn't anticipate that, you know, I had the rapport with Elder Uriah the way I did. He probably didn't anticipate that, so he thought, okay, I'm gonna fucking lie on these niggas.
On a young bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna set them up, psych. You know, and shit blew up in his face, man. You know, come to find out, you know, later down the line. Because, you know, the Elder Monadazak Ainat came down to Zion, came down years later, I want to say back in 2019, early 2020. You know, they came down and he shot a movie to them and said that he thought we were agents and that we called him an Edomite. So he spread that lie around, man. Okay.
But you told us, after this first account, right, that we're talking about, remember the next day, we saw him at the hotel that he was at.
The hotel that he was at, drinking again, bro.
Drinking again.
It ain't about the drink.
No, I know, but the reason why I'm saying that is because you was just at the Airbnb, drinking, and you flipped out, and then the next day after you sat here and lied about brothers on the phone, you back at it again, bro.
But here's the thing. He said he apologized to every brother. So why would later on you go on and lie? Right. When you sat there and you apologized to every brother saluted you one by one. I remember this shit. I remember this shit, man. It was late at night. We went there to, you know, to say shalom to the brother and leave. Right. We couldn't hang with him. The order was, all right, y'all can say shalom to him and leave. Right. And that's what we did.
Right. And look, I even got in trouble. I got rebuked. Because I was the first one there, you know, and I'm still showing that level of compassion, like damn, like
trying to pick his brains.
Yeah, like that's my guy.
That's my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Like, damn, what's going on? So I'm the first because he was at a hotel close to me. You know, I'm the first one down south. So I go and link up with him. I sit there. He buy me a drink, buy me a couple drinks, and he tell me, he say, "Yeah, man, a half-ass apology. Hey, man, you know, hey, I don't know, man. It's just, you know, I just felt like somebody there was out to get me." That's what he said. That was his apology.
He was suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know, brother. It just felt like somebody was out to get me. You know what I'm saying? So then these brothers show up, and then he salute everybody, and every brother say salaki. I mean, he say salaki to every brother, whatever. But it was half-assed. And then the word was that we were supposed to go salute him, get the apology, and leave. I was still finishing that drink that he bought me. You know what I'm saying? And chopping it up with him. And then when I left, and then the next Monday, that's when Kamal told me to say, "Hey, bro, you were still there. You should have left." And to be honest, I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, something ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to feel this brother out. But the warning was, hey, this guy unstable. You need to get away from him.
Yeah.
And that's what the heads was pushing to us. Like, get away from that guy, man.
Right. And the reason why that was, which I can't even really fault Kamash or the other camp heads, so-called camp heads at the time, because I want to say maybe even the next day, because the reason why we went to go to Yawakal at his new hotel, because all of a sudden he got a new hotel. The reason why we went to go get that apology and say our piece to him at the time was because we were told by the old heads of the state, Karadazar, and a council that we had about Yawakal that, hey, look, just go apologize to him and leave. But we letting y'all know that, mind you, Karadazar, it wasn't right. Okay,
right.
He himself he ain't right. Okay, and the other heads of Orlando, they ain't right. But even they knew at the time that Yawakal had a fucking record about him, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that he was a fucking trailblazing, going around the earth ass demon sowing discord, man.
Tasmanian devil.
The Tasmanian fucking devil, man. Okay, going back years, and mind you, by the time this situation happened, it was 2017. So from 2017 prior, he had a record even before we met him.
Yep.
And that's why Kamash was acting the way he was acting. Like, yo, this man has a record. Stay the fuck away from him. Hey, keep him away from y'all. And that was wise advice. But of course, being young in the faith, being patient. The brother was still in Great Millstone. We was long suffering. He was still in Great Millstone. Apparently things got better with him. He probably called a few brothers, apologized, yada yada, and then he came back. I want to say in when was that? 2019 again, which is the third time he came down. Now the third time he came down to Florida, he came down to as far as the camps go, he came down to around the Tampa camp first. Right. Yep. All right. And the Tampa brothers have a testimony about him of dealing with this man for 3 days, and he was still bugging out then, man.
Off his rockers.
Okay, off his fucking rockers, man. Okay, saying that he might be King David, or just bugging all the way out, man.
You can't turn left. Everything got to be right. You got to turn right.
The head from Tampa, he said that I don't know if it was Ash or Mayan, but he would go around and just curse people out on the street randomly. Call them bitch, asshole, like just randomly, just disrespecting people on the streets. When the scriptures say you gotta be peaceful with all men, impossible.
And we wonder why they come to camp. So usually they prompt.
Right. Yeah.
Asha Mayan prompt as fuck. They come. You get to camp late. And when they come up, you got to know Asha Mayan.
It's the face. It's the facial expression that Ash give you. That's how you know something is up. He'll give you that look like brother. You know what's going on, bro.
Hey, Mayan, he got that straight stale face at all times. And when I say I was to ride down, brother, that man TV face like.
Yo.
Yeah, the Chihuahua smile.
Yeah, he's like, hey, brother. Wow, brother. That's all he said. It was wild, brother. Say this man played the same song the whole way down.
Right.
4-hour drive.
4-hour drive, bro.
Whole time.
So
what song was it?
Oh, you got it.
Drake song, I some help.
Oh,
Get rid of these niggas.
Yeah.
And the reason he was playing that because
And nigga, we winning.
in his mind he had like intentions on getting somebody kicked out.
Right.
So it's like I'm sick of get rid of these niggas. That was his mentality.
Right.
Like,
Right.
want to get people kicked out.
Yeah, that's his mentality, and that's why he told the lies that he told originally in our second encounter with him. You know, but you know, when the third time he came down, Elder Uriah called me again, and he told me, "Hey, brother Yawakal's coming down. Keep a close eye on him." He said, "Keep a close." Elder Uriah told me this. Keep a close eye on him. Keep a close eye on him because he got a very, very peculiar spirit, you know. And you know, so watch him, you know. And what's up, brother?
Like before you get to what happened at camp, because I think you finna go there next, right?
Well, nah, but go ahead, bro.
Nah, because I was gonna mention because you remember you had ended up telling brothers that he was coming down.
Yeah,
like a couple of days prior, and
yeah.
I tell you this, I know for myself when I heard that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jake was pacing in the house. I was low key bugging out because I'm like, damn, this dude coming down again. He had already caused these problems, so the Lord had placed it in my spirit, and I ain't gonna lie, I went on the fast, bro. I went on
everybody in the camp did.
And we didn't even tell each other.
Nobody knew about it. Nobody knew that any of us was going on this fast, but it was like the Lord placed it in all our spirits to go on a fast as a unit, to keep us sharp against this dude, bro.
And really, the spirit was like, so it could go well,
Right.
you know, because what happened the first time? All right, he's coming back the second time. Shit, it's gonna be good this second time.
Right,
We ain't fasting because we like he you know, we supposed to be on our ones and twos, of course, but we like he's coming down. Lord willing, let it be.
Right.
Let it be cool. Let it be your pop.
And when you fast, when you afflict yourself, you're doing that for you. You're trying to make sure you're on point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? He comes down and we you know, we excited, and we even showed extra excitement to see him because, like, you know, all right, we finna nip that shit in the bud. Fuck that last time.
Right.
We finna vibe good this time. We come up to camp with the and I ain't gonna lie, I'm young. We get, you know, we trying to match his energy a little bit, but it's like, you know, it was still a little bit too much, especially when you think of it in hindsight.
Yeah. But even prior to the camp, you know, because we were anticipating the Tampa brothers to come down as well. So I'm calling him throughout the day to see, okay, where are you brothers at? Trying to get a gauge of his time and everything like that. And so what he was doing is he was trying to really, you know, get those Tampa brothers to drive all over the place in the hopes that they would miss camp. Because he knew that he wasn't supposed to be down here.
On camera.
Okay, and on camera.
He was suspended.
We didn't know that. Okay. So you know, by the time he finally does come down, he's at camp late, and that was obviously weird because the Tampa brothers are very prompt and on time, but they were late and they coming at us with weird energy because they like, damn, y'all don't even know what we experienced, you know, which we didn't. And so, you know, we holding camp and everything like that, and we like, oh, you know, you calling shit, you here? What's up, brother?
So he sensed that you was about to open up the floor for him.
Yeah.
So he said, "Hey, Karal, take me to the bathroom."
Right, I know. Yeah. I was about to say it. Go ahead, bro.
So we leave camp, Shamar. You know, where you go, the spot you used to go to, the egg.
Yeah.
We went that way. So we go that way, and mind you, at this time I don't know that you can go into the egg spot to use the bathroom. So we walk around the whole block and say, "Oh no, we can go here to the Granja." You know, which was on the other end of the block.
Yep.
So we go on the Granja, you know, he go in the bathroom, like, weird, because I went to use the restroom, but he in the stall, he talking to me. I'm like, hold on, man. It's got code violation, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anyway, we leave out of the bathroom, but as we walking, he telling me, hey, the elders speak. I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, yeah, the elders know Gadawan, he's off. They trying to make it like I'm the one that's off. But now the elders are seeing that Gadawan is off. And I'm like, what the fuck are you telling me this for, bro? And Gadawan, that's my guy. Elder Gadawan, like, That's our guy. And he telling me, oh, yeah, he's off. The elders speaking now.
He said, oh man, it's gonna be a lot of say it ain't souls. A lot of brothers gonna fall out. Brothers that you think he's pushing that energy at camp. He pulled us to the side. He talking to us. He said it's gonna be a whole lot of say it ain't souls. Like what? What energy you on, bro?
If I say something about the shop, we left out the first time, the first fiasco. He when he was bugging out, he said that Gadawan was an agent too.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He did
right.
on Airbnb.
Yeah, he said that. He was calling us agents, and they said, "Yeah, Gadawan, he's an agent too."
But bro, you don't remember you said you was an Edomite?
Right.
Yeah.
30 minutes ago.
Blame it on the alcohol. But anyway, so as we walking, right, and he walking at a slow ass pace, you know what I'm saying? But I'm walking the brothers to the back, you know what I'm saying?
He's dragging his feet.
Right? But I don't notice this. So all of a sudden, his phone ring, and he look at his phone, and he do like this.
This guy.
See, we're not lying. So
Who's this guy?
lawyer, the bishop lawyer called him. He answered the phone, and he's like, what's up, lawyer? And he was like, where you at? Like, we about to open up the floor. It's time for you to speak. And he was like, oh, okay. And the reality was he was trying to stall out so he don't have to speak, so he wouldn't get on camera.
Right.
So that the elder somebody would see him. And sure enough,
Yeah, he still had to get on camera.
Right.
And guess what? While he on camera, he's talking shit about I believe about Gadawan.
it was
Izzy.
Izzy kept talking about Izzy.
Izzy,
Yeah.
whoever that is. But he's talking shit about somebody on camera who we don't even know.
Right.
He's just cursing. He just snapping on somebody. We don't even know who you talking about.
Right.
Not
He's
to
trying to step off camera and all of this, but by that time, there's so many brothers that he can't wiggle his way out of the range of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And so you was gonna say something?
I was gonna say, remember the offense that he did.
To Kodash.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah. So as that's all of that's happening, finally he pretty much snared up. Okay. Right. Oh, well, shit. Damn, brother.
What happened?
I don't know who that is, but there's somebody on the comment board
He said he tried to murder
saying
me in the spirit. Oh shit.
saying that he's Izzy. So remember when Yawakal was down and he was talking about whoever Izzy?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Apparently, whoever this is on the comment board, ears shall tingle. Okay, he's claiming that he's Izzy, and that Yawakal was trying to, pretty much, shit on the brother spirit type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying
He had an infatuation with
I
Izzy.
remember
He
that.
just kept saying,
I remember that.
Izzy, he's out of there. He's out of there.
The house of the song.
Yeah, he's the house of song now.
right,
Like, bro.
So that's what he's saying. But so again, as Yawakal is on camera, he's speaking, he's talking shit about Izzy, and as that's happening, he whispers, I believe to you. Was it to you or to Yeshaya first?
Nah, to me, because the thing is, when he was on camera, he snaked his way out of the speaking. He snaked his way out, and I don't know. I can't remember if it was Mayim who ended up getting on next, or somebody else ended up speaking next. But after he slid it out of the camera, he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey, brother, who's that brother over there?" And I was like, "Who?" And he pointed at Kodash because you mentioned that Tampa was there, but West Palm was also at that camp too.
Right. Yes, they were.
You forgot to mention that. But he pointed at the brother Kodash. She was like, "Who that brother?" I was like, "Yeah, that's that brother. Brother Kodash. He's a fairly new brother at the time. The brother was fairly new. All right, he was in the West Palm camp. Good report. With the BAM, I kind of gave him a little rundown, and he was like, "Yeah, that brother's a rat. He's an agent." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, that brother agent. I could sense it. Yeah, agent, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here." I like, "Get him out of here? What do you mean?" I'm like, "The brother is in the camp. They all roll together." He was like, "Man, tell Yeshaya to get him out of here. Take him back. Take him back. I don't want him kicking it with us when we fellowshipping after camp." And I was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" So now it's like it's on me to have to go deliver this news to Yeshaya, bro. I'm like, damn.
Tell them how far though. Like this ain't
No,
around the corner.
we was in downtown Miami. West Palm is already an hour from a county line, which is from the crossing between Miami-Dade and Broward. So that was about an hour and 30, hour and 40-minute drive, bro.
Right.
Almost, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I had to go sit, you know, I had to bring Yeshaya to the side and let Yeshaya know and Quadash know how this man, you know, mindset was, man. You know, that hey, Quadash, I had to, and you know, I had to calm the brother down. I was like, hey, Quadash, bro, you know, I ain't trying to offend you, as Salakia for saying this, but this, you know, this dude say he thinks you're an agent. And Quadash was very, very upset, bro. Yeshaya was very, very upset. You know, because again, that's Yeshaya's man's. You get what I'm saying? He's like, what the fuck you talking about? And I was like, yeah, this dude said, you know, he feels like Quadash is an agent, Quadash got to go back home. Yeshaya was like, what the fuck? So you want us to take him home? I was like, hey, and I remember I told Yeshaya and Quadash, I said, look, whatever's going on now, the Lord is going to reveal it. Don't worry about it. Don't trip on it. Maybe it's the Lord making you leave for a reason. And which, come to find out, it was for a reason, because later on that night, you know, his demons activated again, man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, which I was gonna get to the West Palm brothers, but you know, Spirit moved, you know, different directions. But you know, so basically, camp is over, and you know, we getting ready to go vibe with the brother later that evening. And so I called Elder Uriah because we had to stop by a gas station. I forget which brother I was with, but we had to stop by a gas station. I called Elder Uriah and I told Elder Uriah what happened with Yawakal and Quadash. And he tells me, okay, we're going to get to the bottom of it. And so I perceived, you know, because later that night, as we was going to get bottles, which mind you, we had a wine store, at a bottle store. He buying up the whole fucking store, man.
Bro, like 7, 8, 9 fucking bottles of tequila, bro. We're gonna have an all-star weekend, bro. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
It's about 14 of us, and he buying like 7, 8, 9 bottles of tequila,
right?
Yep. Okay, and you know, as he doing all of that shit, I get a call from Elder Monadazak. And Elder Monadazak tells me to pass Yawakal the phone. And so by this time, Yawakal knows that he's been caught.
Right.
You know, and he's like, oh, Satan. You know.
He said these demons.
These demons.
When he was talking about the elders.
Right. About
that was trying to call him.
And then so he got caught, and you know, long story short, he had to leave, man.
Right.
Okay. He had to fucking leave, man. It's a lot.
Hey, if I may say, I remember when you had told him this phone call, and he was like, these demons. And I remember I came to you, lawyer. I was like, bro, who is that on the phone? Who are you on the phone with? He was like, he on the phone with Elder Monadazak. Bro, after you told me, I was like, bro, this dude really called the elder a demon. Then he goes and tells me that the elder, but how he said it, he was like, them demons been trying to call me all day. So I mean, from the time he was in the whip, the elders was trying to call him the whole fucking day, and he kept ignoring them and screening them the whole day until they had to go through you to get to him, bro.
Right. Yep.
Then you did that little weird dance. You got off the phone.
I don't know.
Some weird shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did some weird dance.
Yeah, like that.
What's next?
What's next?
Nah, bro, that shit was demonic,
That
bro.
shit was straight demonic.
Real talk. That shit was some
You
eerie shit.
Yeah. But I mean, looking in retrospect, he was just trying to destroy brothers' spirits and get brothers kicked out, basically. You know what I'm saying? The testimony that I believe, who is it that's on the comment board? If you could scroll up, because it's starting to add up, you know.
What, that is he?
Yeah, basically it says, right, whoever the ears shall tingle, go down, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It says, if he didn't like you, he's going to get you excommunicated. It's supposed to show. I think you gotta wait a little minute for it to show.
It should be.
Yep, right. It says if he don't like you, he going to get you excommunicated after following his example and then lying on you. Okay, so that's basically how he is, man. He finds young brothers who probably don't have a report like that amongst the camps. Okay, and then so he'll try to set them up and put them in a situation that's volatile, hoping that they respond, out of ignorance or naivety, or respond rashly in the hopes that he can point the finger at them when really it's him. He's the problem, And looking in retrospect, analyzing the situation, even the second time we met him, and our first demonic encounter with him happened. That was really his plan, because he's the one who suggested a lot of the alcohol. And he's the one that was in brothers' faces, calling brothers bitch ass niggas and all these type of foul things, man. So what he was really trying to do was to see if we would lose our patience and lose our cool and actually get carnal and respond to him carnally, man. Okay, all right, and actually put hands on him, man. Which hey, the Lord put a certain spirit of patience on us to where we don't respond that way, man. Okay, but he was hoping for that in the hopes that he could, spread around a lie. Oh, those brothers in Miami, they hit me and they did this and that to me. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't work. So he didn't have that lie to tell. So he went around saying that, oh, we agents and we called him an Edomite, this, that, and the third. When none of that even happened, man. So he really backed himself into a corner, man. And now he's trying to play cool and trying to play innocent when you're a big ass fucking demon, man. And the third time you came down here, you was trying to play that same game, sowing discord, lying, trying to murmur and whisper, okay? And then later on that night, trying to get the drinks, hoping that something carnal would happen again, okay? But that didn't happen. The Lord stopped you twice, nigga.
I got a precept. Here's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 1.
You have a lot of apology, man.
Right.
You have a lot to.
Right.
And even the first time he tried to apologize, so that shit was a weak ass apology.
Right.
Because he even tried in that situation to make it seem like, oh, we somehow was at fault.
Right.
Because
I don't know. I thought one of you guys were off. Like,
look, man, Yeshua was to take that brother up to West Palm, and he still drove back down.
Right,
man.
Yeah, bro.
That's an hour and 40 there, an hour and 40 down the minutes back. And I met him at the car because we was down at the beach at the Big Pink, and I had to look at my bro and what was on his face, bro. That's a lot of shit you did, bro.
Shit. The fact that Yeshua drove down to the beach, that was more than an hour and 40 at that point. Because I forgot what was going on that weekend, but the bridge was kind of packed getting over, bro.
That shit was on one.
It was like a game.
It was something going on. Was it World Cup?
I can't remember.
hey, Shamar, actually, this man was on the road like 4.5 hours that whole day because he drove down, that's an hour and 40, drove back up an hour and 40, and then maybe 2 hours all the way to South Beach. So you
had to go home after.
Right.
It was
6 hours.
It was a lot of things going on. The World Cup wasn't here, but down when the World Cup going on, period, everybody out and about at the bars and shit.
Yeah, it was lit.
And it was multiple things going on.
Yeah,
we happened to be down here that weekend. But Ecclesiastes 5:1, it says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High." Nobody could act the way they want to act around brothers. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter if you get called an elder or not. Lord don't play that, especially about his little ones. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth. You don't even know this, brother. You saying, "Oh, I think he Asian. Send him up."
Beautiful.
Damn.
Kadash, a beautiful brother, man.
Very.
I love Kadash, man.
And diligent.
Diligent, humble.
Very humble, very meek.
Charitable
brother. Man, come on, bro.
Like the spirit, It says, "And let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High, for the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few." And he came with, and he still behaves himself with an authority that's out of order, with different doctrines and, going against things that has been taught, So he's being exposed right now because you can't have that in the house of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's dangerous. The scriptures say to avoid it. Mark them. It ain't fucking personal, because we would have been did it then. This lesson.
Right, exactly. Right. We been forgave him, we let it go.
Right, we let it go. Found out he lied on us, we didn't give a fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Can I bring up that a precept? Because this is the spirit that we were all in. This is Book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? 22. Yahweh saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Right.
All right. And what the testimonies from the brothers, all right. Hey, that's the spirit they were in, constantly forgiving. All right. Constantly letting things slide. But none of the brothers wanted to bring this topic up.
Right.
All right.
No,
we
were over it.
We were over it, you know, but then, you know, again, the pride in that man's heart. All right. He's just saying things and you know, sowing discourse once again. All right. And then having these weak apologies.
Right.
All right. You offended a lot of brothers, man. All right. Especially calling a brother who was sick at the time, saying he died from that illness, man. That's hella messed up.
That's wicked.
And that's wicked. And the Lord did not forget that. All right.
And to the contrary, the brother
Right.
been healed from it.
Right. That's right.
Okay,
It shows you, it shows you where the spirit was at the whole time to begin with. All right.
Hey, we grew from that.
Yeah.
That got some shaky niggas out, and we grew. We had to, you know, we knew like, oh shit, this shit go down.
Right. And you know what's bugged out? You know what's bugged out for years, even after the situation, maybe even probably until recently. Brothers didn't know what we experienced with Yawakal. A lot of brothers did not know what we experienced with him, man. Okay, I remember a few days ago I spoke to the Elder Ariala, you know, and you know I done spoke to Elder Yashawamba about the situation. They're like, damn,
Right.
we didn't know all that went down. You know, brothers didn't really know that we was actually going through all this shit with this nigga, man. Why? Because we let that shit go, man. Hoping that the brother would get better. It would not be a big old situation. Even when he told me what he told me, that shit was a water off my duck stand back, man. I'm still here.
Yep. And you looked at me, I'll never forget it. Because that shit, like,
that infuriated you.
Yeah, that infuriated
you wanted to
yeah, and I looked at Lloyd, and Lloyd looked at me like, nah, whatever. Like, and then that let my spirit know, well, if this brother ain't vexed about it, you know, like, just leave it alone. But like Samat was saying, that, you know, forgiveness and, you know, trying to be contrite about the situation, and it even extended to after the 3rd time, when the elder told him, hey, get away from that guy.
Right.
He stayed in Miami for a whole nother week.
Right.
So I'm on his page.
Karab, Salaki, because what you said is on point, because the order had came down for him to go back home.
Yep.
They told him to go back home, bro. And then we kept seeing this man on Instagram on Miami Beach in Overtown. Of all fucking places to fucking go, Overtown, bro.
Right, and that leads me to my point. So I see him do a video. He riding through Overtown, and he was like, "Hey man, Overtown, man, this place is grimy, man. Hey, brothers in Miami that grew up in Overtown, man. It's a blessing that you came out of here, man." So when I saw that, still showing that love and compassion, I reached out to a brother in their camp. I'm not gonna say the brother name. It's a brother that was fond of him. You know how, you know, in camps like you and Shamar, me and Ramah, Sakar and Samar, like, you know, in tools. There's a brother that he was very fond of in that camp. And I reached out to him and I said, hey man, still extending that love still. I say, hey man, look, this brother ride around in neighborhoods in Miami that I won't even ride around in, but he don't know. I said, man, if y'all love this man, tell him to stay from out of Overtown, man, and stop riding around through these neighborhoods.
Right, and that's out of love because, you know, in general, when people come down to Miami, they come to Miami with the image that the media has of Miami.
Right.
Like fun in the sun, it's safe, party. You know what I'm saying? It's safe to just go and act a fool and party and enjoy mirth. Miami's not really like that. Right. Like if you catch yourself making the wrong turn and acting a fool, you end up in one of the worst hoods in America and you can die. All right, or go missing, or now strung out on drugs, or a fucking kidnap or something could happen to you. Okay, and so that's why the brother was telling him that, like, yo, let your mans know to get the fuck away from where he at,
right? Because there's still love for this. Yeah, he's still in Great Millstone. He on suspension. You don't never know. You can, you know, I'm not the judge, right? So I'm extending that love, and I tell the brother that, and that brother told me, we don't care. You know, we don't care. And the brother who said this, like if you look in the dictionary under humility, his face gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know that brother personally, but having conversations with him and seeing him on camera, beautiful spirit on that brother. He said straight up, like basically in a roundabout way, fuck that guy, man. You know, we hey, nigga can't get it. We moving on. That was his spirit, and that let me know it's deeper than what you can even perceive, Karab. So just fall back and continue to deal with the brothers that's in your camp. That's it.
Right, yep. And so, is there anything else that need to be said?
I want to say something.
Go ahead, bro.
Because we mentioned the this apology video, okay? Because he spoke about the video that I did, and he said that the call he got from Adam and Azar, that's when he found out that he was suspended.
Nah.
So he's still lying.
Right.
He's lying.
An apology video.
Nah, I was gonna say, nah, bro. Hey, if a motherfucker say that, bro, and bro, that's a lie, bro, because the actions that he showed that whole day proves that he knew something was up and he knew he was supposed to be there, bro.
Right.
I knew.
You was dodging the elders. You know, saying these. What you saying? These demons trying to call him all day, right?
And when lawyer called, he said, "Oh, this guy."
Right, and you can tell he was hiding, like not trying to get on the camera.
Right.
So for you to say that now in this latest apology,
Hey, brothers, y'all stay away.
Stay away from
You coming into this truth, real talk. It ain't even just about him. The true teachers of Yahweh Shai are the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down. You know, and the spirit dealing with you, you're gonna recognize that, man. You know, the spirit gonna lead you to the apostles and the elders and the brothers in the different camps and bishops and the elders. It's gonna lead you to what's right, man. It's not gonna lead you to him. If you being led to him, pray.
Yeah.
It's 2 Thessalonians 3 or 6.
Let me. Mm-hmm.
2 Thessalonians 3 and 6 says, "Now we commend you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, that he withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the tradition which he received of us." So the men walking disorderly, you gotta withdraw yourself from them, man. All right, because if you truth said don't have no fellowship with wickedness, roughly paraphrasing that, you know, we're not supposed to be. If the men walking disorderly, not according to what the apostles and elders, because we seen how the apostles, the elders when they came down, how they act.
Right.
They didn't act like that.
Right. Read the next verse.
Okay. Verse 7 it says, "For yourselves know how we ought to follow. Just like for yourselves know how ye ought to follow us, for we behave not ourselves disorderly among you." That was here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The elders of the Zion, Big Gad, they don't act like that.
No, we've been around these men. They don't act like that.
You know, different elders from different states. Yashawama, Elder Yashawama, we got to meet. You know, brothers don't behave like that. Young brothers don't come in town and behave like that.
Real talk.
Right. So Galatians 6 verse 3. "For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself."
This guy thought he was somebody.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
He was a lover of himself.
Right, because he had his business on Instagram that was successful, and you know what I'm saying, brothers knew him off of the YouTube and World Star. He done went viral and all of these things, and you know his YouTube page is you know, it garners a lot of attention that got to his head, man.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. After the second time he came down, soon after, like right after he was on Fox News, I'm like, man, I don't know what's up with this guy.
Right.
Because
honestly, the nigga might be an agent.
Right.
Like he might legitimately be an agent, but that has yet to be seen. But this is some sinister shit
going
on with this nigga right here.
That's just international travel.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I got the NLT version real quick.
Come.
Verse 3 says, "If you think you are too important to help someone, you are only fooling yourself. You are not that important."
You're like Elder Ariella always say that you're not special.
Right.
You're
You're
not.
not that guy. You're not that guy.
Right. You know. Hey, read this real quick. I got enough precept. Second
Timothy 3.
Yep. 2 Timothy.
2 Timothy 3.
verse 1.
Wait, let me get
It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come."
And we're definitely in the last days, and we're seeing the approaching of perilous times. You got it, brother.
Verse 2, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents."
Right, disobedient to parents, to the elder apostles.
Proud, boasters, lovers of their own self.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He fits all of those attributes.
Right. Unthankful, keep reading, brother.
Unholy,
Unthankful, unholy.
without natural affection.
Right, so he doesn't have that natural affection, that brotherly love. He don't got that.
Truce breaker,
Lying ass nigga.
false accuser,
Lying ass nigga.
and conscience, fierce,
That was fierce. That nigga was fierce.
Bold fella.
despisers of those that are good.
That nigga was always growling. Let's go. Like, nigga, are you a dog?
Are you okay in the
Are
head?
you okay, brother? Like, the fuck?
It says in the NLT in verse 3, they will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others, have no self-control.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
That's him. That's him.
No self-control.
Fierce. Go ahead, brother.
They will be cruel and hate what is good.
Uh-huh.
Said jump down to 13.
Yeah, jump to 13.
Oh no,
No, keep going.
Shit, verse 4 in it.
That's the key word right there. The key
Verse
word.
4.
So like, I just want to point to despisers of those that are good. They hating brothers.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't want to see evil come upon men that's doing the wicked Yawakal.
Right.
Verse 4. Traitors.
Yep.
Petty. High-minded. Lovers
Yep.
of pleasures more than lovers of God.
And that's what it is. He don't love the Most High.
Right.
Because if you did, you wouldn't treat his men the way that you've done. You've lied on from elder apostle to her on down. So brothers that had just came into this faith. He's an agent. Man, that hurt so bad. I could imagine the mindset Shamar had to develop to go to tell that brother, man, hey, this brother think you're an agent.
Can you imagine the ride?
Man.
Yeshaya told me about that ride, man. That was one of the most if the brothers up there end up doing their own videos, they could give that testimony. But when I spoke to Yeshaya, I remember he told me that was a painful ride for both of them, man. You know? Read verse 5, Bubba Kashad.
Verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away.
Because you see him on the highways, nonstop on your block. He charismatic. So one would think that he godly, man. You get what I'm saying? But the actions and all the the testimonies that brothers have shows you that he's denying the power thereof, man. There's no brotherly love that he shows, man. He's not moving in order. All right.
He doesn't have the fear of the Lord. Right.
Right. So from such turn away. You get what I'm saying? You brothers got it.
And what he did, and see, the Most High, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to reveal. Okay, you can try to hide all you want, but you're going to be exposed. Okay, he is not a man of God. He is not. Okay, what he did was ultimately learn this word inside out. Okay, what he did was actually get, and somebody that knows him personally told me this. He actually got flashcards of scriptures. He would write certain things down and got flashcards and would study them flashcards all day and all night.
Bro, it's the Bible. It's the Bible. It's the Bible. Because I remember when he came down, Samak had just got that came
before he had this. When he
Okay.
first, this from an elder. Elder told me this.
Okay,
Like when he was back in the Seattle camp, he would get flashcards and he would study them flashcards all day and all night. And is it wicked to have flashcards? No. But I'm saying that to show that, because dudes will watch him, and that's the reason why we're doing this. Because if you don't know, you'll watch him and like, oh man, he's eloquent. This man knows his stuff. Well, guess what? The scriptures say wisdom is the principal thing, but with all I getting, get understanding. Now, he has the wisdom of the scriptures, but really, what is wisdom? Knowledge that is applied. and he does not apply it. He just knows it. He just sits there and studies it like a student. And that way he seems like he knows everything.
Right.
Okay? Like we just read, heady. You know? And that's how he became heady. And then when he got this Bible right here, he saw that Bible on the cooler at camp when we came back from that walk.
Yeah.
Put it like this. He saw it right here. He said, whose Bible is this? And I'm like, I don't know. One of them, I say, like 3 or 4 brothers got that sword. He's like, same sword I got. And hindsight being 2020, he like, oh, how they know the secret?
Right. Well, he told I said this is my Bible.
Right.
He said, oh yeah, that Bible's good. All right. And he looked at me like in a certain way, like, damn, he knows the precepts, because all you gotta do is memorize the precepts. This is from Cambridge.
Right.
All right. So he that's how he's able to, break down the scriptures, because you just memorize the precepts.
Right. And that was the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Because remember the flashcards, maybe 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
he was studying them flashcards. So when he ran across that, game over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You said one from verse 13.
Yeah. Finish this.
Hey, Lloyd Bond,
What's up, brother?
check your phone out.
I already did. The brother said that he was gonna fall back.
Okay, all right, come.
I actually already called him, brother.
All right, come.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. Evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived.
Right. And that's exactly what he is. Evil man, a seducer. He seduced a lot of brothers. Okay? Which means what? He added up a lot of offenses. And guess what? He's waxing worse and worse. Giving half-ass apologies. You know what I'm saying? The brother Gabar Yahweh, did his video, he misspoke.
Right.
And just like Elder Yashawama said, you the one at the murder scene, they got evidence on you, but they said you had on a blue shirt and you actually got on a green.
Right.
Well, technically, I didn't have on a blue shirt, I had on a green shirt. But nigga, you was there, you did it, nigga.
Right. The idea of apology is to admit where you went off. All right? Openly. Like telling a brother that he should die from that disease. You need to admit that. Yeah, I said that. I'm sorry. That's an apology.
Right.
I got one more precept.
Hey, I got a precept. Bubba Kashaw, let me get it real quick. Proverbs 18 and 19. Because this kind of backtracking a little bit, because Korab had mentioned how he had talked to the brother in his old camp, and the brother was like, man, fuck it, he don't care, right? Proverbs 18 and 19, a brother offended is harder to be warned than a strong city. And their contentions are like the bars of a castle. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because the brother's sentiment was because of all the shit that dude did in the bank camp, man. You get what I'm saying? All the offenses that he had, had towards the brothers, man. Got to the point that the brothers was like, man, fuck you, bro. But that was it, though. You got it, man.
Hey, and that brother told me, like, he's a brawler. Everywhere they went, he had to diffuse fights. Yep. Some of them he diffused, some of them he couldn't. Okay? And one time, remember on crutches? He got his ass beat in the bar. And he called me, and telling me about, and guess what his response was? I guess dude's been watching the videos, out there in Sacramento, and I was at a bar, and they saw me, in the bar and everything, and I guess they're jealous of me, so they saw me getting all the women and stuff, so, I go downstairs, and the guy snuck me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're just jealous. They've been watching the videos, and come to find out, the reality is he was badgering people, talking shit to people, and they beat his ass.
I wanted to bring this out on 1 John 3 and 10. It says, in this the children of the Most High are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of the Most High, neither he that loveth not his brother. And he has a track record of really just spreading out, just his demonic demon, and really, being contrary to brothers, man. Contrary to brothers, man, and sowing shit, So it's clear to say it's a ant sign on him. No, don't go that way.
Right. And it's crazy because you know how earlier we mentioned how that shit that he had said towards Lawyer, from my recollection, you know, in the chat with the head bros, that's not the first time he's gone around and wished death upon brothers, man. All right, he's actually wished death upon certain brothers, all right, and their children before, man, whose houses he entered into. So that ain't right, bro. You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be, you know, brothers, and you know, the scriptures tell you the world is supposed to know that you are of me by the love that you have towards one towards another, man. And wishing death upon a brother that's really in treating you well, man. That's not the right way to move about it. The scriptures even tell you when you enter into a house, if you find peace there, you're supposed to let your peace rest on it, bro. Here it is, brothers laying you in their house and dealing with you in a kind manner in the spirit of the Lord, and you repaying them with wishing death upon them. That's not the right spirit to be in, bro. You know?
Right. I'm starting to think, just looking back, because it's like he had a real proud. I'm not gonna say had. He has a very proud spirit on him. So you know, people who have that type of pride and ego, they have a very fragile self-image. So whenever he encounters somebody who doesn't mesh with his self-image, or you know, he doesn't like, he got to break that person down. Right. You know, they like, okay, oh, these brothers are in good standing, I gotta break them down.
He's jealous of it.
Yeah, it's like,
he really not a part of it.
Right, he not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a jealousy going on within him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be the man. He's that guy. So anybody who, you know, might be of a good report other than him, you know, he has to break down their image to try to prop himself up. Which means that really deep down inside, he's a little boy, man, and you have fucking daddy issues, man.
Yep. Okay. And he said it. Remember when he started spazzing out? I gotta go apologize to my dad.
Yeah, to my dad.
I gotta make things right with my pops.
You know, and that's that fucking bullshit, man. That's, you know, one thing about this truth is these scriptures are supposed to seep into your mind and help you out with your psyche, man.
Right.
Okay. And that's one thing I despise, man. Is somebody who's reading the scriptures of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they're not using it to mend your psyche, man. Okay, because that's what it's supposed to do. The word is supposed to heal you. It's supposed to help you put the pieces of your mind together, man. Okay, and that, you're not doing it. You're using the scriptures for fame and clout, and you're using the platform of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because that's really the platform and the foundation of what we're part of is Yahushai sacrifice. You using it to prepare your own self-image, man. Because you want to be the guy, man. You the man. Go ahead, bro.
The brother GMS 4 wins by Thamian. Sirach 37:19. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. It says, there is one that showeth wisdom in words and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food. You know?
Shalom.
Right. Ear shall tingle, you know, Isaamoth, whoever that is, he says that, you know, he had been dealing with Yawakal since 2009. Mm-hmm. So again, this man has a history going back to damn near around the time he even came into the faith, man. Okay, 2009 is damn near 2020 fucking 4, man. And you still doing bullshit, man. You know?
And the reality is, as the scriptures say, open rebuke is better than secret love. And this is what this is. And you got a slew of it. Right. Now, the reality is the gates of mercy are still open.
Yeah.
So, unless you repent, that's going to be your condemnation.
For me, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't tell any brothers that touch him with a 10-foot pole.
No, stay away from him. Nonetheless, that's between him.
Because this is marking someone at the same time. Because what we went through, we want brothers to have to go through that, and you don't have to, because you got your teachers. Your teachers not hid in the corner. The apostles and the elders of Great Millstone on down. These brothers, the Lord already got it set up, the order. He already got what it is, so it ain't even personal. It is what it is, man. Right. So you got something, Z?
Sirach chapter 1, verse 30. Well, 29.
There you go.
Sirach chapter 1, verse 29, it says, "Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest." Man. So you can't be an actor, man. You gotta take heed what you say, man. By their words thou shalt be justified, by their words that thou shalt be condemned. Verse 30 says, "Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so the Most High discover thy secrets." Now your secrets being exposed in front of the whole congregation, man. It says, and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in the truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart was full of deceit. We don't want to have that spirit. None of us want to have that spirit. That's why we doing this lesson, but this is a lesson for all Israel,
Right,
man.
exactly. Of how not to be.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't, look, the spirit go away and listen. You know, this is for brothers that's in good standards that believe to understand how not to be. Okay? Because edification has to come from, you know, here at Great Millstone, if we speak on somebody, it's to edify the flock.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it at this point. Yeah. All right. So, hey, with that, you know, Lord willing, this is edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Shai.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala. Baba Ball. Shalom.